I'm Bob Kozofsky, librarian with the Music and Recorded Sound Division of the New York Public Library for the Performing Arts. Today, I'm thrilled to tell you about my favorite item from our sound recording collection, the Mapleson cylinders. At the dawn of the recording era, Edison conceived of sound recording using cylinders rather than flat discs. A cylinder would rotate on a machine, and by etching in the grooves of the cylinder, you could make and reproduce sound recordings. So Mapleson, Lionel Mapleson, who was the librarian of the Metropolitan Opera at the turn of the century, purchased this machine in 1900 and became totally fascinated with the art of sound recording. Between 1900 and 1903, he recorded well over 100 cylinders of live performances at the Metropolitan Opera. They were just fragments of live performances, but they are incredibly valuable. Live recording of musical performances did not take place until after the 1920s. Furthermore, he also recorded many people who never made commercial recordings. For example, in 1903, Mapleson recorded excerpts of Tosca with Emilio De Marchi, the creator of the role of Cavaradossi. Similarly, the Mapleson cylinders captured a legendary singer, Jean Deraisky. At the end of his career, you can hear the remarkable way in which he takes much more liberties with how to interpret the music than anyone would do today. And being that he had such an amazing reputation, it becomes all the more remarkable that his sound is preserved and that we can understand how something was performed back then 120 years ago. The Mapleson cylinders represent just one type of documentation of the performing arts. In the exhibit, you have music manuscripts of Mozart, of Beethoven, of Duke Ellington, posters representing Sarah Bernhardt, Harry Houdini. All of this represents different kinds of ways to document the performing arts. Audio and moving image material are probably the most fragile, the most in need of preservation because their longevity is compromised, usually by the material on which they are created. In the operatic world, the Mapleson cylinders are practically legendary. To be able to see them in person is an extraordinary experience.